does the matrix look like? Let me show you. Despite what you might be thinking, these two circles are not equal. I repeat, these two circles are not equal. One is in fact larger than the other. What I need you to do is determine which one that is. So, please raise your hand if you believe the blue circle is larger than the red. Alright. Please raise your hand if you believe the red circle is larger than the blue. Alright, very good. Now, before I said anything about these two circles, what was your first instinct? Equal, right? Because they look equal. And the reason why they look equal is because, in fact, they are equal. These two circles are identical. Yet I got just about every one of you to raise your hand and say that they're not. So what did we learn? That you can be manipulated like that to believe in something that goes against your natural instincts. Just imagine as a child you're taught that the blue circle is larger than the red. If you say it enough times, you convince yourself that's the truth. If you're told the lie enough times, it becomes part of your reality. And if enough people are taught that lie, that the blue circle is larger than the red, well, now it becomes part of the culture. And if that culture then passes that misinformation along to the next generation, well, now it becomes tradition.
Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So if there's anything I've learned from the past 5 years, is to trust your own eyes. That's what I do. Just saying, you're going to have, many a time, you're going to have differing opinions on things, and that's fine. We should all have, and maybe people could have different viewpoints and different information data points, and at the end of the day, everybody could be right in their own way, like the blind men with the elephant. One blind man says the elephant's like a snake, the trunk, and another blind man says no, it's like a tree, a big trunk of when he grabbed the leg, it's like a tree, et cetera, et cetera. So we can all get different information, different viewpoints, but I know one thing: I always try to go by what I see. And speaking of which, and of course, I'm talking about Megalodon's latest stunt on little Betty's birthday, alleged birthday. That child even exists, which is still debatable. I was wondering why. Now, I did hear in the news that Victoria Beckham and her husband they both got knighted. David Beckham, that's his name. Yeah. So now he and his wife, they finally received knighthood. So now Victoria Beckham is now Lady Victoria Beckham. And that makes sense because you know what? All the hoopla about the David and Victoria's children, their son married to an American woman, and there's all these problems suddenly. Suddenly there's all this hoo-ha in the press about, the son is siding with Harry and Meghan, and Harry and Meghan are telling him to, abandon their parents and whatever, ghost them or whatever, like Meghan likes to do. And so on top of that, on top of Harry and Meghan, apparently stirring some shizzle with David and Victoria's children against her. Now, you see, the day before it was announced that David Beckham got the knighthood, Meghan plops out this, in my opinion, from my eyes, AI video of her with a fake belly bump, right? So, little distraction, is Meghan that petty that she would go to all these extremes to attack David and Victoria because of jealousy? With Megalodon and the way she is about her title and her children's titles, this woman is obsessed with titles. Obsessed. And I think and considering how much David and Victoria have done for the world and their talents and skills, which far exceed Harry and Meghan's, at the very least, they should have a title above Harry and Meghan. They're vastly superior in every way, shape, and form. In every way. They're just, yeah. So I want to look, but it looks like Megalodon is very, very jealous. That's what I'm getting from it. So I'm going to confirm it with the cards today. I'm going to use a nice deck today. It's probably too nice for her, but the Enchanted Forest. Something relaxing in the summertime. I like using the bring out the forest decks and my mermaid decks and my beach decks. I just change of the season. I know in Australia it's turning into winter, but here it's turning into summer. It's getting very hot here. So, anyways, yeah, let's see. Is that why Megalodon posted that ridiculous video the day before it was announced? And what hand did Meghan and Harry, mostly Meghan, I'm sure, really try to turn the Beckham's children's son against them? I mean, really ridiculous stuff. Wow. I mean, this is just so ridiculous. All of it, really. I mean, but globalists, they say first world problems. There's a globalist problems, oligarchy problems. Who's getting a title? Yeah. So let's see. What's Megalodon's attitude towards this? I'm getting a title, getting knighted there. And is that why the basis of how she feels about them? Did she meddle, try to intervene with their son, try to turn their son against them and encourage that? What was Megalodon expecting by releasing her weird video, AI video, in my opinion? What's going to happen next? What was Meghan afraid of? What was she so afraid of with this? Why is she so concerned? How do the Beckhams really affect her? How does the royal family affect her? I mean, was this more hatred towards the royal family, but it seems like the hatred's towards the Beckhams. So I'm gonna look at both, how they both affect Meghan, how she feels about both of them. What Megalodon was hoping by releasing this ridiculous videos on her alleged daughter's alleged birthday. I mean, it's ridiculous. And what's gonna happen in the long term? There we go. I think I've shuffled enough. Let's take a look here. What's going on here? That crazy, crazy, deranged mind of Megalodon, Meghan Markle. Let's see. See what the cards show. Their general attitude, Megalodon. Oh my. 4 of Boons reversed, which is 4 of Coins reversed. So she's definitely feels like she's losing control. Meghan's like, mine, mine, mine. She's this little gnome in the front. Only I can have a title, nobody else. So being a control freak, wanting I don't know exactly what the knighthood, besides the title, I haven't looked up. I don't understand the significance of it. And if that means maybe David and Victoria don't have to curtsy to them, or maybe Harry and Meghan have to do something. Like, I don't know. It seems like there's something that Meghan doesn't like losing control about. Maybe the money. It could be that they get more money. But or it could just simply be the title. But there's something Meghan feels like she doesn't want them to have it. She feels like it's an attack on her by the royal family, and they're belittling. She feels like her title's belittled by other people getting a title. Of all things, for a former yacht girl to get a title, and then oh, look at this. The fairy wind, which is like the chariot of this card. So I got it reversed. So I would say seeing it reversed, I think Meghan sent out, she was doing spell work. Now, I did see that she was doing spell work with that Lilibet video. I mean, every video she does, she's doing spell work. But those things they were doing with their hands, even though it was AI. And I noticed that in that video of the fake belly bump video, she's wearing a black dress. Who wears a black dress if, it's like what you wear to a funeral, right? Just the symbology of it was, and it's very evil from beginning to end. So I kind of feel like she was really putting out some negative vibes, negative spells towards Victoria and David there. Now, Victoria was really pregnant because she actually showed pictures with her belly bump. Said she's so skinny. Oh my God, that woman never gained a pound. It's unbelievable. I remember that. That much I remember. I don't know much about them. I remember the group she was in, but just I just remember like, my gosh, she's so skinny and she had this huge belly bump and then it's gone and she's skinny again. I'm like, damn. Oh, look at this 10 of challenges, which is like the 10 of swords. She, yeah, Meghan wanted to destroy her. She wanted to take her out. She wanted to destroy the Beckhams' reputation, really take them out. She hates that, she's the only one attacked, and she was trying to create a furor around them, make them look bad. Yeah, I think she was really, and this now that the fairies, this fairy card number 7 here is like chariot reverse. So chariot I normally see as political, and it's major arcana. So Meghan and Harry weren't alone in doing this. I think there was influence from the outside, either from James Holt and their group. Okay, so James Holt, who's the sneaky SOB, who's very evil and socialist, communist, Marxist, pushing that agenda. Of course, he would hate this as well, right? Because being knighted is a tradition. It's traditional. And Marxist, communist, New World Order types, they want to get rid of all sovereignty of all nations. They want to get rid of all cultures, all traditions. Because if you love your country and your culture, you're not going to all blend into the one world government, one world order. So that's also the political part of this. Like, they hated the idea of this tradition, doing something traditional. That was also a part of this. And maybe that's another facet why, it's not just Megalodon feeling like she's losing control, but the New World Order, they didn't like seeing this tradition being done. The basis of it all, and I do guess she was influenced by other political people here around her and Harry. Seeker of Visions, which is like Knight of Cups reversed. So she wasn't going to say anything outright. I see reversed as, secretive, covert messaging, and she wanted to attack. This is a knight. Yeah, but she wanted to do it in a way that was entertaining, she felt, saying, oh, it's Lilibet's birthday. Suddenly she makes a big deal about Lilibet's birthday. 3 videos, 3, which is a powerful number, Trinity. Whether good or bad, that can be itself a magical thing. But also that, she made such a big deal about it. She's never done that before, made such a big deal. And so she was doing it covertly, trying to distract. Of course, this was a distraction, and emotionally manipulate people, get them all riled up, because she knew. She makes this AI video with an obvious fake bump made that way. And she knew, she knew exactly, her and her gang knew exactly what the reaction was going to be. Everybody was talking about the fake belly bump, fake belly bump, fake belly bump, right? So they knew this was going to be a match in a haystack, right? It was going to blow up. And so this was, they were pulling out all the shots here to attack and distract and get people all riled up talking about something else and dissecting her video and pictures. The day before, right? So she released it the day before, and she had the excuse of it being Betty's birthday, but it was one day before the announcement of the knighthood. So you knew it would carry over the next day when people would start really picking it up, the story. So yeah. So on this card, I'm going to confirm, was it she purposefully trying to turn the Beckham son against their parents? Oh, 2 of spells. It's like 2 of wands. Oh yeah. She is trying to break him apart. Like, I see this as like the stick, and he's broken it apart in 2 different parts. So yeah, she's totally trying to break up again covertly. I take it behind the scenes, like, they're pretending like remember there was this little bit of a brouhaha where they said the Beckham son there, whatever his name is, and his wife claimed that they went to Harry and Meghan and got good advice from them. But the other people said, oh, they just happened to be in the same place and they didn't really talk much or whatever. There was this big argument about like how close are they really, how much. I think they really are. I think Meghan was whispering in their ear. Also, again, I get the idea, even though the wands in this deck is the spells, Meghan doing spell work with that as well. I also get spell work here. So I am getting that she's trying to break apart the children from the parents the time when the Beckhams I know have wanted knighthood for a long time. This is huge for them. This is like it's like winning the Olympics. It's a Nobel Prize. They've been working so hard for this, right? So this is one of the most important occasions of their lives, and their children are not talking to them. As I gather, there's disruption in the family, and Megalodon, the Jezebel, evil Satanist that she is totally behind it. I've been totally working on it with her gang. All right, so what was Megalodon expecting from her little AI video? And I get, oh, look at that. The magician, the enchanter in this deck. The magician, I always say that's powerful PR, major arcana, very powerful. She was expecting this to, and it did. It worked, right? Didn't it get everybody blowing up on social media and I think the media as well, although I haven't been reading the mainstream media about anything, but I'm sure I know they've been chatting about it as well. Everybody reacts to her Instagram posts. It's like so ridiculous, isn't it? But anyways, the way it is. But yeah, major arcana, her PR, she has a gang with her, major arcana. So it's not just Harry and Meghan. Like, it's not all Meghan's decision. It's other people around her. So, what is she afraid of or not want? Weaver of Visions. So, this is the Queen of Cups in this deck, and it does look like Princess Diana with the blonde hair there. Meghan's worried about losing her positive image as Princess Diana 2.0, or that looking like the mother, right? This is also the mother, kind of a mother card. And so Meghan right now is really trying to, female empowerment and trad wife. And it's nonsense when you see how hostile she was to the people on her show. I mean, Meghan couldn't even hold in her hatred and anger at her friend. What was that girl's name again? That Indian girl, his name, I'm forgetting now. But you know what I mean? So you keep calling me that, Meghan Markle. I don't go by that anymore, right? So she's worried about losing her motherly trad wife image and the power of being the most, so important in the royal family. To have another woman come in, I don't know what Victoria's sign is. Is she a water sign? I have to look it up. But if so, she is afraid of Victoria, overstepping her in the media and the royal family, and just in general, moving up in the royal family and getting more clout and being pictured more and being part of events. That bothers her. She doesn't want other people getting more attention than her. She wants to be seen as the only one of such an important woman. So what's she hoping for with this video? Four of Visions, Four of Cups. So you see in this Four of Cups, you've got someone just watching a video. In this case, he's looking at a lake or whatever. But I think mirrors and waterways were the TV screens and video screens of the past, right? When people just watching it. And so Meghan was hoping that people would be tuned in and stuck to her videos and nonsense about her, and wouldn't pay attention, wouldn't notice or care, or wouldn't pay much attention to Victoria and David Beckham's huge announcement. Huge. Now, let's say Meghan doesn't want to distract people. She wants everybody's eyes on her, Princess Diana 2.0 over here, so that history doesn't repeat itself, right? Like the Megxit documentary said. Absolutely ridiculous. But she never says anything, right? She never says it. She's doing this, it seems to me, because of she wants to overtake the attention of Victoria. David's such an important event for them, milestone for them. But she always does it in a way that she has plausible deniability, right? It's always plausible deniability. Her and Biden and the other criminals for the crimes against humanity, they all have plausible deniability, and that's what she makes sure to do. Meghan's very conniving like that. Her and her group, her political group around her, James Holt and all the rest of them. So anyways, how is Meghan influenced by the Beckhams? Did I ask someone about the Beckhams first? Yeah, let's go to the Beckhams. How is she influenced by the Beckhams? Ooh, Seven of Cups reversed. Yeah, so again, the idea of all these attention on the internet and emotions and choices. We have a star in the middle in this one, being the star online. So I get that she, minor arcana though. So I don't think she, in general, really cares about them. I think that she was disrespectful to them early on, and that's why they didn't really have a friendship after a little while. So she saw them as beneath her. She's like, "Oh, you're nothing important. I'm more important." And that's why, again, why she hated them getting this attention in the news and the media and whatnot. But in general, though, she doesn't really care about them. How about the royal family? How are they influencing? Oh, look at that. Major Arcana. All right, so I asked about this because, and this is the victim, right? They want to victimize and torture. This is the traitor here, not that as Harry and Meghan see it, right? From Harry and Meghan's perspective, they're torturing the royal family because they see them as traitors for not apologizing and not going along with their Marxist communist agenda or whatever. So, yeah. And so this was all about really not so much attacking the Beckhams, although they did do that. It was more about attacking the royal family for doing tradition. Because I'm getting what's influencing Meghan and doing this stupid video and putting it out with her PR team. And I'm getting not so much for the Beckhams, but because the royal family. So they know this is going to affect the royal family to see the Beckhams getting attacked like this for them doing something traditional. So I'm getting that's the real object. It's always the royal family, it seems, with Harry and Meghan and with all their attacks and defamation and lies and deceit and AI videos. It's always about making the royal family look bad and putting them under pressure from people to say, why don't you take away their titles already? I mean, after that video, my goodness, I mean, why, it doesn't make any sense. So let's go. What's going to happen next? What's Meghan going to do next? Oh, look at that. The Green Mother, the Empress reversed. There's Megalodon with her doll. Some people said it looked like a doll in the pictures that she was with. That probably could be. I mean, I haven't been keeping up on the reborn dolls or anything, but this does look like it could be a mother with a doll. So she's going to be putting up more stuff. Empress reverse. So you can look at this as the nasty woman trying to pretend to be the mother here, PR, pushing that out. This is what Meghan did. She put out these videos that were focused on her, not the daughter, with her, on her Instagram, knowing everyone's got to look at it and make a big story about it. So yeah. So she's going to be doing more of that. I'm sure the next thing she's going to do is she's going to come out and say, I was just putting up a video and all these mean trolls attacked me. And from what I hear, I haven't been reading the Sussex Squad, but from what I hear, the Sussex Squad are just accepting this AI video like it's a fact. Because they're part of the group. They're part of the the PSYOP, the group that Harry and Meghan belong to, the military industrial complex, censorship complex, Boozy and all the rest of them. They're all in the same group. So they're all playing a part, right? They're all playing a role in destroying the West. And in the long term, what's going to happen? Oh, the hermit. A hermit. So, oftentimes we see the hermit as the Harry card. So I guess going quiet for a while, this could indicate Harry coming out with something new and getting prominent for something and taking over, or this can refer to Meghan going quiet. Harry and Meghan, they put up a big brouhaha and then they disappear, right? They go silent. Meghan did this right from the very beginning. She'd be out in the press, see pictures of her every day doing something, and then boom, for 3 months, it goes completely quiet, or it seemed like that long. So I'm getting that. She's come out with her nasty pictures, nasty, lying, deceptive AI videos of her and the daughter there, Betty. And now she's going to go, I think this indicates she's going to go into the cave like the hermit. And she's going to watch all the videos. He's looking at a cell phone there. And he's watching all the reactions to it. She's taking notes and she's plotting her revenge and who she wants to get deplatformed. But she's going to go completely silent for a while. Yeah. Because that's part of the satanic spell work. I see the magician also as just doing magic, doing Harry is a Freemason, and he is, they call themselves magicians. So I do see that kind of spell work going on behind the scenes and whatnot. And she is going to try to draw upon Princess Diana's power, I believe, is what it looks like to me, to victimize the royal family again and again as much as they can. Yeah, because this is an attack. The Knight of Cups here. This isn't a quiet attack, a spiritual attack. You know, putting out bad vibrations. I think of this with this musical instrument. You know, you hear about the 440 hertz and the 432 hertz, just putting out those negative vibrations. I mean, that's basically what the spell works about, right? It's putting out those negative vibrations. And that's what Meghan is the queen of. She's the queen of negative vibrations and putting them out everywhere. Because that is what she does. So anyway, so there you have it. That is what I see. Meghan is jealous of them. But her attacks with the videos and on the Beckhams, her attack on the Beckhams and destroying Ten of Swords, trying to destroy their reputation and get them upset at like the happiest time in their lives. She's doing that to go after the royal family more than the Beckhams. But the Beckhams are collateral damage as far as Harry and Meghan are concerned, or Meghan and her group. And they're taking them all out. Yeah, for the to attack the royal family. And I get that again, the pressure on Meghan here, or the environment, I shouldn't say the environment, is a Chariot reversed on top of her, losing control here. So that's one major arcana. The other major arcana are what they expect and what they used with the video Major Arcana Magician. So they knew they're pushing this out as hard as they could. They timed out the videos on our Instagram, but one up, stopped for an hour or two, then put another one up, waited another hour or two. I mean, it's time to perfection, right? They put it out to build up the suspense and build up the attention. And the third major arcana, or the third of the fourth, the third is the hangman, the royal family, who they wanted to influence with this, who the political group behind Meghan is working and doing their magic and PR and attacks on. So it is directed really at the end of the day to the royal family. And at the very last card, now I would see this as the Harry card, is to boost Harry, to make Harry look better, to make Harry look good, to make Harry look justified in how he's treated his family. Because everybody can't stand how disrespectful Harry is towards his family. And so if they can make the family look bad and what they're doing bad and attacking people around them, that they're attacking them, the peripheral people around them, that's what they're going to do. They're going to do everything they can do to destroy Western society and destroy the royal family and bring in the new world order. That's what I see. That is what I'm getting here. So I hope you enjoyed this. So please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.